I'd like to introduce you to Charles James Fox. And in the last half of the 18th century and the very early years of the 19th century, he was a prominent British politician. He was a member of the Whig Party. And we're talking about a time before the Labour Party in this country was formed, before the formation of the Liberal Party, where the two parties were the Tory Party and the party who opposed them, the Whig Party. And the Whig Party were full of libertarians, people who really opposed tyranny of the people. The statue that you're looking at of Charles Fox is by sculptor Richard Westmacott. It's a bronze statue. It's Richard Westmacott the younger. There's two of them. His father had the same name. And Richard Westmacott the younger has done Charles Fox in bronze. And he's dressed not in the style of an 18th century British politician, but in the style of a Roman senator. And sort of both in portraiture and in sculpture, it wasn't uncommon at this time to style important men in this way. It did them no harm being sort of connected with Imperial Rome and the Roman Empire. You'll see that he's holding in his hand a scroll. Can you see that scroll? Well, this is the Magna Carta. And the Magna Carta was the first document that put into writing in this country in 1215.
When I turn over for 2 minutes.
That the king, the queen and the government were not above the law. So for a libertarian like Charles Fox, this would be an important document. The man himself, well, as a politician, he was Britain's first foreign secretary. He was a great believer in American independence. He was a supporter of the French Revolution, and he was a supporter of Catholic emancipation, and he was opposed to slavery. All of those causes put him at loggerheads with the king, George III. And George III detested Charles Fox. He talked about Charles Fox as contemptible as he was odious, and he blamed Charles Fox for leading his son, the Prince of Wales, of not leading him, encouraging his bad behaviour. Charles Fox and the Prince of Wales were great friends. As a person, Charles Fox was one of those people who I think divided people. His behaviour sometimes set people aghast because he was an inveterate womanizer, he was a heavy drinker, he was a gambler, he was often in debt. But all of those maybe misdemeanours were often forgiven by people because they could see